put it out. Go on William Rourke on scene. I'm sorry, who's on scene? William Rourke. William Rourke.
On March 14th, a federal jury convicted former Antioch police officer Morteza Amiri of 1 count of deprivation of rights under color of law and 1 count of falsification of records. According to court documents and evidence presented at trial, Amiri, a canine handler, deployed his canine to bite suspects even when it was not necessary. Amiri kept a running bite count that he celebrated with other officers. Amiri also took photographs of the dog bites and shared them with other officers, stating in one text message that the gory pics are for personal stuff and cleaned up pics are for the case. According to evidence at the trial, Amiri stopped a cyclist who did not have his bicycle light on. Amiri approached the cyclist, punched and took the victim to the ground, and then called for his canine, Percy, to bite the victim. As a result, the cyclist sustained major injuries. At the time, Amiri was accompanied by a police officer with a neighboring agency as a ride-along, and that officer assisted with the deployment of the canine. Afterwards, Amiri shared pictures of the victim's wounds with the other Antioch police officers. One officer responded, "Yeah, buddy, good boy," referring to the canine. In response to a question from another officer about what cut the dog's face, Amiri responded, "That's a piece of the suspect's flesh, LOL." Amiri later wrote to the officer who accompanied him on the ride-along, "You got to see Percy in action, LOL," and stated that detectives got the victim a 45-day violation and we're going to leave it at that so I don't have to go to court for the bite. Easy. Referring to the victim going into custody for a probation violation. Amiri then falsified a police report of the incident, stating that one of the reasons he deployed his canine was because he was alone, when instead the ride-along police officer was with him at the time and had helped him deploy the canine. U.S. District Judge Jeffrey White ordered Amiri into federal custody. During the hearing, the judge called out the savagery of the attack and Amiri's celebratory text messages afterwards. Amiri faces up to 10 years in prison for the deprivation of rights count and up to 20 years for the falsification of records, as well as 20 years in the fraud case. Officer Amiri violated the oath he swore to protect the people of Antioch. He flouted his duty as a police officer, misused his police dog, and inflicted unnecessary and excessive force against victims. This appalling conduct erodes public trust in law enforcement, and it weakens law enforcement's ability to carry out its primary mission of public safety. May this oathbreaker rot in prison for the rest of his life.